Carson-Newman wins a fourth straight game and wins back-to-back games this week on the road with a 76-59 win at Wingate. Andrew Rogers here with the head coach, Mike Mincey on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, another really good shooting day. Make 14 threes. You've made double-digit threes in 11 games now this season, and we're efficient, obviously, offensively. Make 54% of your shots. Played good second-half defense as well. Sum up today's 17-point road win against a good Wingate team.
I thought it was an excellent performance out of our group. It's a fast-paced game. You know, obviously, at our place when we played them, we didn't press. Today, we picked them up in the backcourt. For most of the game, I guess all of the game, really, you know, because we kept it on there in the fourth when we turned the ball over a few times. But proud of our kids. You know, the road hasn't always been nice to us this year. And we've talked about it a lot, but I think they're playing a lot freer. You know, I think now that we've been fully healthy and got more of a rotation that we can kind of stick with, I think we're playing some really good basketball right now, and clearly we're shooting the ball really well.
Yeah, you make 15 threes Wednesday, make 14 more today. How much did you see the confidence and the effort you did offensively Wednesday carry over into today's game against a similar defense that you saw Wednesday?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, they're getting open looks, and, you know, that's what zones will do to you. They're wanting you to shoot outside perimeter shots, and from our, you know, from the coaching staff for us, like, we're like, shoot it. You know, it's a good shot. You're stepping into it. It's worth three. You know, it's more than twos, and when you can make them, it's great. When you're missing them over and over and over again, it can be problematic. But that's not what has happened in a lot of our games here of recent. But to go on the road now and make 15 at Tusculum and make 14 here, you know, it certainly gives us a lot of confidence moving forward that whether we're home or away, we can certainly make shots.
Seemed like a lot of those three-pointers were open shots. What'd you like about all the guards that made the threes? Jen, Tori, Campbell leads you with 6. Knuckles hit a 3 in there as well. What'd you like about how they moved the ball to get those open looks from the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing against a zone, if you move them around enough, you're probably going to get at least an open 3. Now, whether you get an open layup or you get something open in the paint or not, and you want to be able to get both. But, you know, we're actually getting on them for turning down shots. You know, I thought there were a couple of times in the first half that they were actually turning down open looks. One time we turned it down and turned it over. So that's just one of the things we kept telling them, especially even coming out in the second half, is like, if you're open, you need to shoot the basketball because you certainly have the green light to do it and the capability of making it. And I thought they'd make the most of our opportunities, especially in the third quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, Wingate had 21 points. They didn't score more than 15 the other 3 quarters each. How much did you see your defense obviously get better and then help ignite your offense to get transition opportunities and whatnot?
Yeah, I thought that. Again, I thought the pace was pretty up-tempo and to our liking, and I felt like the more we scored, it aided our defense. It might be a little backwards in saying, but you know, I do feel like that when we saw the ball going through the net, it kind of energized us on the defensive end, and you know, early on we were getting stuff out of the press, and we kind of adjusted a little bit to where we stopped giving stuff up out of the press. I thought our guards in particular, I mean, our bigs did a good job, but I thought our top guards, all of them really, when we call them top guards, back fours, whatever, like they were all over the place. They were flying around, sprinting out of it when they had to sprint back down the court, and it takes a lot of energy and effort to do that. We didn't sub very much there in the second half, so I got to give a lot of credit to our players for playing through. I'm sure they were fatigued, but they played through it. And in addition to playing through that, they were still able to be effective on the offensive end.
All right, it's the second time this year. You've won 4 consecutive South Atlantic Conference games. You mentioned you feel like this team's hitting their stride. What do you like most about what this team's doing right now?
Well, on one, we're shooting the ball well. I think because we're back full strength, and when I say full strength, you know, Tori's now way past concussion protocol. Jen's way past concussion protocol. And I just think they're playing really well together. You know, we've had a couple of meetings, you know, about it being about us and not about one individual, and I think they've bought into that big time. I think the ball is moving around, they're sharing it, and as long as we score, I feel like the whole team is happy, and I think that's what we're kind of getting right now. I think that they're eager to play defense, they're eager to play hard out of the press, and then again, the ball's not getting stuck. It's not on one guy, it's moving between all 5 guys on the floor, and then when you can play that way, you know, you're just kind of hard to guard.